Look at these gorgeous flowers that my friend bought me for kind of a late birthday present and a housewarming because she hadn't been to our house before. Aren't they pretty? Good morning, guys. So it is almost 11 o'clock in the morning and I have fasted up until now. I apologize for being dark in here, but I have the blinds down because it's super hot and we don't have air conditioning, so I'm trying to keep it cool. So I have 1 cup of my whole grain cereal. It's got no sugar added, it's 100% natural. And I have a tablespoon of raw cacao powder, some blueberries, and coconut milk. So that is going to be my breakfast for today. Good boy. Hey guys, so today I decided to film my updated vegan, plant-based lifestyle diet sort of update and give you guys kind of some information on what I am doing now that seems to work a lot better for me, and just the mistakes I've learned along the way. Or mistakes I've made and things I've learned along the way. I hope you don't mind me wearing sunglasses. It is like 30 degrees out and it's really hot. I am just in my parents' backyard, and in case you're wondering, my sunglasses are from Fashion Nova. I think they were like $5, which is awesome. And my dress, which I can show you, is from Necessary Clothing, and I love it. So basically, I think I'm just going to start with what happened to my body when I cut out meat and dairy and I went 100% the high carb, mostly raw till 4, so tons of fruit during the day. That's pretty much all I ate during the day. And raw salads, next to no protein, next to no fat, and a cooked high carb dinner. If you remember my last vlog, you will know that I thought that I was pregnant. So the reason I thought I was pregnant is just because of the amount of bloating that my body was going through and water retention. So one of the things, if you eat a lot of fruit and you go from calorie restricting and stuff like that to unlimited amounts of carbohydrates and high sugar fruits, your body is going to retain a lot of water, and I probably put on about 5 to 7 pounds, I would say. Most of it obviously was water, and that's a sign that your body's healing and that sort of thing. So that's the one thing that I really noticed, and I thought I was pregnant for sure, also because I had missed my period, but that's another little symptom. So I had a bunch of water retention. I was exhausted all the time. I was so tired. I thought that I would have a lot of energy because the first time around I had a lot of energy, but this time, what's different from this time was that I was just eating fruit and salads during the day and then a big, huge, only carb meal at night. So I was completely exhausted. I was having to have naps. Within an hour and a half of eating, I was hungry again. I had to eat again. I felt like I was eating all the time and I was never getting full. My grocery bill was going up because I had to constantly go and get more fruit and more fruit and more fruit. And I was just couldn't get full. I felt quite tired, to be completely honest, and I was bloated like you wouldn't believe. The other kind of symptom that I had obviously was a missed period. Now to me, some people say, oh, well, that's very common when you change your diet. I personally don't agree with that. I think that if you miss a period, that's not good. I don't think that, and especially if it's something that's not normal for you. Like I had missed a period since I was like 18 years old and it was just stress from going to college. But usually I'm very regular, so that was kind of like another little thing that I was a little bit concerned about. So that was all kind of happening, but the positive side of it was I was sleeping great, my digestion was so much better, and I just felt healthier even though I was tired and I couldn't get full and I was really bloated. So I did this for about a month, And then I discovered a lovely British couple called, they have a channel here on YouTube and it's called Vegan Fitness TV. And they are 100% vegan in all aspects of life. And they're both fitness competitors. Now they calculate their macros and they intermittent fast, which is, if you guys know, that's something that I had done in the past, worked amazing for me. It was the leanest I had ever been and I felt incredible. And they were basically did a video where they were explaining the differences between 80-10-10, high carb, 100% raw, and they kind of went over their personal experiences with each one of those diets. So basically in that video, everything that they were saying, or the female, I forget her name, but everything she was saying when she did the 80-10-10 was happening to me. She said she felt bloated, she was getting really soft, she lost a lot of muscle, she was just starting to look more just soft. And she also, you know, said same thing, she couldn't get full, she was always kind of cold. You know, she was just eating all the time, and their grocery bill went up and it got quite expensive as well. And their kind of philosophy and what they found works the best for them is, first of all, intermittent fasting, which I have started to do again, and it has just worked wonders. And they do count their macros, and they also, you know, promote, and I 100% agree with it, that you can't just eat carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are amazing for your body. I mean, it is your body's #1 energy source. However, on a nutritional standpoint, our bodies also need protein and our bodies also need fat. So one of the issues with high carb, basically no fat, is we as females need fat. We need healthy fats such as avocados, such as chia seeds, nuts and nut butters, and things like that. And if you don't consume enough fats, your hair can start to fall out, you can lose your period, and it's just not good, especially if you're trying to get pregnant, which is something I'm going to be doing very soon. And you know, your body also needs protein because the building blocks of your muscles are protein. So, well, amino acids, but protein. So, you know, all of these things combined are what's going to give you the best results and make you really healthy and kind of more balanced. So that is the approach that I am now doing. I have lost all of my water weight and I'm back to what I was before I, you know, came back on the plant-based lifestyle. And basically the things that I focus on is intermittent fasting. So I basically, if I can, only eat from 10 till 6. Sometimes in the morning, like if I get up at 6 a.m. to go to work, if I'm hungry at 9 is usually the time that I have to eat because I'm so hungry. I will eat and then I stop by 6 o'clock. So I only have about 2-3 meals max a day. I'm finding that that's really good. There's so many benefits of intermittent fasting. It's amazing for your body. It gives your body a break from digestion, and it's amazing for fat loss because your body can't use the energy or the food that you're giving it because you're not giving it anything, so it's going to use up your stored fat. So I think that that's brilliant. If you want to look up more benefits of intermittent fasting, please feel free. It's incredible for your body and the results are amazing. And then the next thing that I have been doing is I haven't been counting, like saying, oh, I've reached my calories for the day, I can't eat anymore. I can't stress enough, I eat every single time I'm hungry. Please don't think that I'm only eating 1,400 calories and I'm starving myself. And you know, if I'm hungry past 6 o'clock, I'm like, oh no, but I hit it's past 6 o'clock, I can't eat anymore. Excuse me. I don't do that. If I'm hungry, I eat. I was just tracking my macros just to see roughly where I am each day, and I'm finding that by filling up more on whole plant foods, lots of fruits and vegetables, I don't eat nearly as much calories as I did doing the 80-10-10, and I'm just full and I'm satisfied, because when you give your body a wide variety of nutrients and carbs, fats and proteins, and a lot of micronutrients like vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin C, fiber, things like that, your body's gonna be satisfied because you're giving it everything that it needs. So typically for lunch, I have a massive salad. Like I have like, you know how you serve salads in like a serving bowl? I fill that and eat it to myself. So I put lots of lettuce and spinach and kale and berries and tomatoes and onion and nuts and seeds and stuff like that. And I just have a balsamic dressing over top. And that fills me for quite some time. And then dinner, I do focus on having all of my food groups. So I might have some quinoa or some rice. I have a bean dish or a tofu or a meat alternative that's high in soy, so high in protein. Then I'll have some healthy fat, but loads of vegetables. I would say the mistake that I made when I first came back on this was 100% all fruit and next to no vegetables. Now I'm the opposite. I am mostly vegetables, which vegetables are carbohydrates, people. Mostly vegetables and lots of protein and healthy carbohydrates like squash and sweet potatoes and rutabaga, and I'm also having healthy fats. I feel like that has kind of been the best thing for me, and I do put it into MyFitnessPal every day just to see roughly where I'm at, because, you know, depending on our body and our needs and our activity level, we do need different amounts of carbs, proteins, and fats throughout the day. So I make sure that I always at least hit those numbers. I'm not really concerned about calories, because calories in, calories out, it's not that simple. There's a lot more to it. However, I do find I am the leanest and I feel the best when I eat as much as I want, but mostly carbohydrates that come from vegetables than fruit and dates all day. So that's kind of what I'm doing now. That is what I feel like really, really works for me. And I've just been happier. My skin is clear as day, like it's clearing up. I'm happier. I have more energy. I've lost all the water weight. I'm back to being regular on my girly thing. And I'm sleeping great, and I always eat when I'm hungry. I eat till I'm stuffed, and it's all healthy food. You know, you can't just focus on fruit, and potatoes and rice, and potatoes and rice, and fruit and potatoes and rice, because your body's missing out on other things that it needs. You should have a wide variety of delicious plant foods. I mean, like, what's wrong with having, you know, for dinner, primarily I'd have beans, a big thing of squash, and some broccoli and some spinach. I'd fill up on that, and I'd have a side of some beans in with some salsa, and then I'd have some avocado. So my body is getting everything it needs. But when you eat a plant-based diet, you can eat twice as much as someone who, say, eats meat and dairy, but the calories are going to be the same or less, because meat and dairy are way more calorie dense than, say, vegetables and squash and potatoes. So you might see, say, 500 calories of meat and potatoes, or meat and, say, just meat, or like dairy products are only going to be about this, where 500 calories of vegetables is going to be like this. So it's kind of funny how, you know, when I eat out and stuff, people see that I'm eating so much food. I'm eating way more than they eat, but I'm eating less calories or the same calories that they are. And my body is using those calories and those nutrients properly and not storing them as fat, because there's nothing unhealthy and fatty and just shitty about eating a plant-based diet. It's just, there's no way that you're going to be overweight and undernourished on a plant-based diet when you incorporate all of the foods that you need. So not just carbs. You know, I mean, I think that it works for some people. There's lots of people on YouTube that are super high carb and all fruit, and they look great and they feel great and they thrive on it. But that's not going to be for everybody. I know that our genetic makeup is basically, you know, we're very similar because we're all human and we have the same functions, but I don't think that how our body stores fat and our metabolisms, they're all going to be different, and you have to find what works for you. And you know what? As long as you are a vegan and eating a plant-based diet and saving the animals, doing the planet well, I don't care how you do it. You know, if you want to eat fruit all day, 100% power to you. If that's what makes you feel good, do it. I am not saying that a 80-10-10 diet is bad. I don't think it's bad at all. I just think we have to find what works for us, as long as it is, you know, a plant-based diet. And for me, it's loads of vegetables and my protein, healthy fat, and again, I think my diet's about, I would say, 60% carbs, 20 fat, 20 protein. That's probably roughly what I'm at. So and I'm feeling great and I'm leaning out, and yeah, I feel incredible. So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on that. And yeah, please let me know in the comments below if you have noticed the same thing, if you've tried the 80-10-10 but you feel better, if you feel better, you know, kind of eating a wide variety of food. And yeah, let me know what you guys have experienced. Also, the other thing I wanted to mention is whenever I eat equal amounts of protein, fat, and carbs, I'm not starving again in an hour. Like, it stays with me for at least 3 or 4 hours because I've given my body everything, and your body is going to be satisfied on protein and fat mixed in with your carbs, where if you just have carbs, your body's going to burn it up so fast that it's going to be like, okay, I need more, I need more, I need more. Where if you eat some more protein and fat, you're going to be satiated and you're not going to feel as hungry, you're not going to feel hungry, and you're going to be able to enjoy life and not be like, oh my god, I have to eat again. Like, do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going to start doing more what I eat a day videos just to give you guys an example. I did film my breakfast this morning, and right now I have this jug of, it's a 30-ounce jug of water that I'm going to be drinking, and then I'm going to have some lunch in a little bit, but I'm just going to tan and yeah, enjoy the day. So thank you guys so much for watching. I guess I can give you a little bit of a body update. Okay. So I don't know if you can even see me, but it's where we're at. So I just came in from outside, and I'm gonna have this bowl of strawberries as a little snack, and then I'm gonna go back out and tan. I drank all of my water, and I'm gonna have another one and this. So I am inside now, but I am gonna go back out. I was gonna do a cardio session because my parents have an elliptical machine, but Colin's supposed to be getting here shortly. No one else is home, so I don't really feel like it's smart to be in the basement and leave my dog outside. So I'll probably go out until he gets here. He should be here within the half hour. So yeah, I'm sweating buckets. I've already got, you can't tell, but I already have like tan lines, which is kind of awesome, especially on my back. And yes, so we are getting tanned. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna go lay out for a bit longer until Colin gets here, because I mean, I don't want to leave the dog outside by himself in case someone shows up, because Duke will probably bite. He's a German Shepherd, so if he doesn't know you and I'm not around, he'll probably bite. So I'm gonna go outside and enjoy some more sunshine. Hey guys, so I didn't show you what I had for dinner last night because Colin came home and I just wanted to spend some time with him, and honestly I completely forgot. So what I had was, I cooked us some rice, and I cooked up some of the veggie ground that I always buy. It's primarily soy based. So I had about half a cup of rice, a cup and a half of the veggie ground. I had onion and I had lettuce, and then I added salsa and hot sauce and 1 slice of vegan cheese, and that was my dinner. It was kind of like a burrito bowl type of thing, and yeah, it was really, really good. So that's what I had, and yeah, I think I'm going to end the vlog here because it's Sunday and I've just been cleaning the house and not really doing too much. I'm going to go to my parents' house later for some pizza. So I'm super excited about that, but yeah, that's kind of it. So I'm gonna end the vlog here, and yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.